Hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to The Done Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we are going to be figuring out what you can expect over the next 3 months. And this is a timeless reading, so whenever it is that you're watching this is the perfect time, and you will just count the 3 months starting today, the day you're watching it. And unlike many of my recent pick a card readings, I'm going to try to keep this one on the shorter side. I've been having a lot of hour-plus long videos lately, and I want to be able to cater to those who just want a quick message as well. So this is going to be a quick, less in-depth reading than I normally have been putting out here, at least in the recent past. So if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths, and try to really center your energy and focus on piles number 1, 2, and 3. Whichever pile calls out to you most, that is most likely the pile that has the information that is best going to guide you through these next 3 months. And as always, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. And when you've selected your pile or piles, go ahead and check the timestamps below to find your reading. And without delaying this any further, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a few moments to meditate on the cards and figure out which pile is calling your name. I'll see you over at the reading. Alright, group number 1, let's figure out what you can expect over the next 3 months. And remember, this is a timeless reading, so whatever day it is that you're watching this, just count the next 3 months from that day. Okay, these are never perfect by any means, but we're just gonna go ahead and consider this good enough and get into this reading to keep this on the shorter side. So we're just gonna start up here, and the first card is Be Proactive. So either in the recent past, you've just been kind of procrastinating on things or just not really putting intentions toward what it is you're doing. Maybe you've been going through the motions a lot and just trying to get through the day, which happens to the best of us, that's for sure. And then the other side that I'm seeing is maybe you kind of understand what's going on, but you just haven't really felt brave enough to put your foot down in a specific instance, whether that's at work, at home, wherever. But this just feels like over the next 3 months, you're going to be putting effort in a concentrated place with intention. So if you've been wanting to change jobs or move or start looking for a relationship or maybe take a relationship to the next level, whatever it is that you're going after or that you have as a goal, you need to be proactive and taking action in that direction instead of just waiting for something to happen. Then here we have honoring your true feelings. So again, some of you with this Be Proactive card may have just kind of been going through the motions and not really checking in with yourself on what it is you really want and what kind of goals you want. She's sitting here crocheting some sort of really intricate little thing here. To me, this could look like, honoring your true feelings. If meditation's hard for you, maybe lose yourself in an activity you enjoy, such as crocheting or painting or whatever kind of fun sport or creative activity that you enjoy would be a really good way for you to get in touch with what it is you actually want. And a lot of times when we step away from the things that are really hard, like if we're working on a project and things just felt like they're grind to a halt, stepping away and doing something different can really put you in a different mind space, and then out of nowhere you might get ideas for what it is you've been working on. And then here we have problem resolved. So there may have been a problem in your recent past or something that's been with you for a very long time, but looks like over the next 3 months you're going to be getting a handle on that problem and bringing it to a resolution. For some people, that might look like leaving a job, a relationship, moving. And I keep saying those 3 things, but those 3 things are like the main energies I'm really picking up from you guys. Whether you're wanting to move, change jobs, change relationships, or just work on a relationship in your life. And that doesn't always have to be a significant other. It can be with a parent, a child, a friend, a grandmother, whoever. You may have had some recent problems in some relationships, and this is just saying, the problem is going to be resolved over these next 3 months. And then we have the Give Us Your Cares card, and this is just saying, over these next 3 months, make sure you're not dwelling on your problems, because if you want to resolve them, you can share those burdens with God, share those burdens with your guides and angels, and don't dwell on what's wrong, but try to seek a solution. And a lot of times when you pray or meditate, you will get guidance and answers through those prayers and meditations. And they may not come right as you're meditating. It might be when you're in the shower or taking kids to school or going to work or whatever it is you're doing. It might just pop into your head out of nowhere. And a lot of times when we get an idea that's just random, completely random out of nowhere, that usually is your spirit guides or an angel or someone that's trying to get your attention and give you ideas for ways to help get you out of ruts you're in, or just to expand your life and enhance your life in some way. And then here we have your children are watched over by angels. So if you are a parent, whether that is a human child or a fur baby of some sort, you may have been worried about them lately, and for some of you, that problem that was going on may have been with your children or a fur pet, fur baby or whatever. But this is just saying here, your children are watched over by angels. So whatever worries you've had around your children, whether that is just feeling like you're not connecting with them, or maybe they've been ill, or you just haven't spent a lot of time together, or you haven't seen them in a long time, if you're someone who's older who has adult children, or you're sharing custody, whatever the case may be, just know that your children are safe. They are being watched over by angels. And again, if you don't have children, that could include fur babies or people you really care about that are younger than you. It could even include younger siblings, cousins, friends, whatever. And then here we have the breakthrough card. And for me, this with Dream Big really go hand in hand together, because it feels to me like, going back to this Be Proactive card, you guys may have had a recent past where things just felt really either stagnant or you were stuck in some sort of rut. And this card is just, over these next 3 months, you're going to be propelled to a level in your life, whatever area of life you're really focusing on. You're going to have a breakthrough in that area and really, put yourself on a really beautiful and new trajectory. You may just skyrocket your career. You may, I just see someone like kind of going viral on social media, or maybe you're writing a book and you've had this huge writer's block for like what seems like forever, and now out of nowhere you just have this big aha moment. And then with the Dream Big card, it says let go of small thoughts about yourself, see yourself succeeding. So I think a lot of this breakthrough has to do with you getting yourself into that positive mind space with honoring your true feelings. Because when you figure out what it is you want out of life and what you know you deserve, that's when you stop playing small and start dreaming bigger, because we are all meant for greater things than we a lot of times give ourselves credit for. And a lot of times we do settle for things because we think, okay, this is the best I'm going to be able to do, so we just settle and that's it. But this is calling you over these next 3 months to dream big, because your big breakthrough in whatever it is that's been worrying you, I think for a lot of people, it's that thing that has been worrying you, that problem that you've been dealing with. You're going to have a breakthrough in that area, and by dreaming big, you're going to be able to really expand that and create something really beautiful in your life. And then with the victory card, to me, this feels like something you've overcome, not just something that just comes out of nowhere. This is something either you've been putting a lot of work into or something that's really been stressing you out. But it's not just victory, it's a victory with a big exclamation point behind it. And it says here, your prayers have been answered, and have faith. So that really goes hand in hand with that giving your cares to your guides and angels and God. Give those cares away, because they are heavy burdens you don't need to be carrying. And when you do make those prayers, they will be answered, and there will be a victory in whatever it is you're going after in these next 3 months. Then here we have cherishing self, and it says, I accept and love myself. And for me, this goes really well with honoring your true feelings, just really knowing how to take the very best care of yourself. Because a lot of times, especially when we feel stuck in a rut, we tend to eat more junk food, binge watch more TV, not really take much action in the direction that we actually want to be in, and we just really form these bad habits in life. And this card is really calling you forward to really start cherishing yourself. Do the self-care, eat healthy, make sure you're rewarding yourself along the way with little things that maybe you've wanted for a long time. And it's okay once in a while to reward yourself, because I feel like you guys especially are the type of people who you will give of yourself to everyone else, but it's really hard for you to give to yourself. And I think that's why this is calling with the honor your true feelings and cherishing yourself, to really make yourself and your self-care and your goals and dreams a really big priority over these next 3 months. And then here we have the Xana card. You are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. And these 3 cards here really go hand in hand with this. I mean, your children are watched over by angels. Give your cares to the guides and angels. Problems are resolved. You are protected. So whatever it is that's been worrying you, there's really no need. It feels like that very 9 of Swords energy where you're just really letting your mind run away with yourself. Like you're just really going almost on a downward spiral, not physically, but just mentally, like really picturing some really bad stuff. And this is just saying you're protected. You don't have to go down those doom and gloom roads in your mind, because it's not reality and it's not going to happen. So that's a big sigh of relief. So don't let yourself fall into that kind of 9 of Swords energy where you're dwelling on things that are going wrong or things that could go wrong, because that's just not the headspace you need to be in over these next 3 months at all. And then here we have the Violet card, which is all about spirituality, wisdom, and humility. And I think this is just letting you guys know you're going to be really wanting to connect with that more spiritual side of yourself over these next 3 months. And it feels to me like for some of you that breakthrough may have to do with the spirituality in your life. Maybe you're going through a spiritual awakening. Maybe this past energy you're coming in with was that dark night of the soul, and you're really being bumped forward and you're coming out of that darker energy, and you're just really feeling good about life and where you are in life and where you're going. So yeah, that's all I think I'm seeing for you guys. So you'll have to let me know below what your plans are maybe over these next 3 months, or what you have going on, if this resonated. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, let's figure out what you can expect over the next 3 months. So right up here at the top, we have practice the art of transformation. So much like group number 1, it almost feels to me like you guys are coming out of this place of stagnancy in your life where you just felt like things weren't really moving forward, but that is changing. Over these next 3 months, things are really happening for you guys, and it looks really exciting. And by practicing the art of transformation, I'm just going to read here what it says. It says, acknowledge one situation in your life that's taking your power. Transform that situation into something positive and maintain that perspective as a spiritual discipline for the entire day. When your spirit slips into negativity, simply breathe and then pray your way back to an inner space of positive visualization. Your goal, to practice the art of transformation. So that stagnancy you've been experiencing, or just that feeling stuck, or maybe there's a problematic relationship in your life, whatever it is, do what this card says and just transform it into something that's a positive in your life. Maybe, as an example, if you've been having problems in a relationship, maybe that's just calling you to really examine, is this relationship even important? And if it is, what are things you can do to improve it and make it feel like it's very worthy of your time? Because a lot of times when we do get stuck in those ruts, we're just going through the motions, and this is just asking you to be present in your life and transform what's not serving you into something that will serve you. And also what this reminds me of too is she's watering these little heart flower thingies down here, and what it's reminding me of is I have all these packets of seeds that I'm just ready to plant, and it's not quite the time to plant them at the time of this recording where I'm at, but I know that once I plant those seeds, they're going to start growing, and it's just going to be such a fun time to watch them grow, and I just love plants. So maybe that's why I'm going there, but just take those seeds and transform them into flowers is basically what this is calling you to do. And then here we have the be honest with yourself. So for some of you guys, maybe in the recent past, you've been kind of either ignoring what your heart and intuition are telling you to do, or you've just kind of been in denial about something. And this is just calling you to get really real with yourself and really take stock in what it is that's going on in your life, and making sure you're coming from an authentic place in your relationships, in what it is that you're creating, and just your life in general. Just make sure you're being honest with yourself about what's wrong, about what's right, about everything. And then here we have romantic partners. So for some of you who are single, this just may mean over the next 3 months that there's someone coming into your life. Ew, that's pretty exciting. And then for others of you that already have a romantic partner, it just looks like this romantic partnership is just going to take a kind of center stage over these next 3 months. And it feels like for some of you, that transformation, that relationship I was talking about, may have to do with that romantic relationship you're involved in, because maybe things just felt stagnant or like they were in a rut, or maybe there have been health problems or something. I see someone working too much, something like that, where you just don't feel like you've been very connected to your romantic partner, and this next 3 months is just calling you to make them more of a priority in your life, because they are important, and this relationship is important for your growth here on this planet. So then we have the Sunlight card, and if you're watching this around the time I'm actually posting it, it's currently March 3rd of 2020. So if you're watching this around that time, this is just saying, sunlight is going to be playing a big role, especially if you're in the Western Hemisphere, where we're kind of coming into spring now and the sun's out a lot more and everything's just way more sunny. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, your outlook on life over these next 3 months is just going to be a lot sunnier and happier and more carefree. But it says here, "Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me enjoy the benefits of sunshine in safe and healthy ways." So for a lot of you, this just may be calling you out to get in the sun more. And sun gazing is something that, is kind of a controversial thing, but even if you close your eyes and you turn your face toward the sun and you kind of have that orangey glow going on with your eyes closed, that is beneficial to you. Just like the plants and trees, we are meant to be getting sunlight. And even if that just looks like 10 minutes a day, make sure you're doing it in healthy times when you're not in the heat of the day or anything like that. But that first hour when the sun's coming up and that hour as it's setting again are really great times to get out, because the sun isn't as harsh and it's just a more diffused light. It's just more enjoyable to be in. Especially if you're really pasty white like I am, it's good to kind of avoid that midday sun and just kind of hang out in the shade if you want to be outside. But then here we have the Eternal Love card. So for me, this is just saying that your heart is going to be opening more over these next 3 months, to where not just your romantic partner, but with friends and family and your children if you have them, or your parents, you're just opening your heart and just really allowing yourself to both give and receive love in a way that maybe has been hard for you over the last few months or even years. And for some of you, decades. It's just something's going to go down over these next 3 months in a positive way that's really going to have you opening your heart to those around you. And that is going to look like a lot of different things for different people. So I won't really go into that, because I think there's just too many paths that can take. I'm sure as I'm saying this, you're kind of picturing something, and that is your intuition telling you what it is that is going to go on for you. Then here we have the Strength card. It says, "I have deep inner strength and glorious vitality." And I think for a lot of you, this is just over these next 3 months, you're just going to be realizing you have a lot more strength, especially inner strength, to make things happen in your life that you maybe just were playing small before and you didn't realize that you could do certain things. Maybe you try something new, like a new art or a new sport or something, and you just didn't realize that you could do it, or you were really pleasantly surprised that you did as well as you did. But this might be a time where you're really tapping into that inner strength to transform the areas of your life that just aren't up to your standards, or that just aren't up to the par or where you want to be in life. And you will have the strength to make any changes you need, whether that's a job, moving things around your house, or moving house completely, changes you need to make in relationships to make them more dynamic and to flow better and to have more connection in your life. Whatever resonates for you, you're going to have the strength to get through it over these next 3 months. Then here we have explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. And, over these next 3 months with this transformation card and all this other stuff we've been talking about, you guys are really looking to level up in life is what I'm seeing. And you may not even have some sort of decision or change on your radar, but over these next 3 months, you may be okay, happy, decently happy at your job, but maybe over these next couple of months, you're going to be offered a new job or a higher position at your job. And it's kind of your choice. Do I want to take this or not? Do I want to change jobs or not? And the job thing is just an example, so you can apply that to whatever area of your life. But this is going to be a good time to really weigh your options, especially if you're really getting honest with yourself and you're realizing that there are things in your life that just don't resonate anymore, or that are just kind of part of your old self and not really part of the you that you are creating every moment. And I see for someone that might be a friend that's just really been draining your energy, and you just maybe need to, maybe not drop them from your life, but just take a break from their energy and having them around all the time so you can really just breathe. Because I feel like this is for just 1 or 2 people. There's this friend that's just, they're not a bad person, not at all. It's just their energy is a lot for you to handle, because maybe they're very needy of you, and maybe they have a lot of stuff going on in their life and they put all their burdens on you, and you just need to take a step away from them a little bit. But that's just for 1 or 2 of you. I just got that message, and it doesn't even really go with this explore your options card. It just came to me. So then we have the all is well card. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So some of these changes that are happening in your life at first may not feel like changes that you like or that you want to have happen. Going back to the job thing, it feels like 1 person, maybe 2 people, your job, the business is closing, so you have no choice but to find another job. And at first you're kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't want to leave. I love my coworkers. I love my job. I love this, everything. But the job that you get right after that is going to be, I feel like for some of you, it's like a dream come true. And you're just going to be like, wow, I loved that other job, but this happening is like the best thing ever. And, job again is just an easy example for me to give you guys. You can take how that resonates for whatever area of your life. But all is well. Over these next 3 months, everything is whatever's being shaken up in your life, it's all going to land exactly where it's supposed to be. You're never going to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Everything is happening for you exactly as it's supposed to be. So just have faith that everything is going to work out in your favor. And then here we have communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. And I think for a lot of you, this, going back to being honest with yourself and transforming, a lot of this might have to do with transforming the way that you are speaking your truth, because maybe before you didn't really understand what your truth was, or you didn't know how to express it. But over these next 3 months, you're really going to be putting yourself out there in the communication field. So whether that's you hanging out with more friends, maybe for some of you, not that one friend, or communicating with your partner a lot more. Someone may be, if you have a YouTube channel or some sort of online presence, maybe you're really pumping out the content and it's really being well received. This is a beautiful card. It feels like whatever message it is you're trying to get out there is well received by the one you're giving the message to. So if you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel or some sort of online blog or presence of some sort, now over these next 3 months would be a really good time to do that, because your communication is really going to be in the flow. Then here we have the Rosetta card. It says you have a gift for working with young people, and your divine life purpose involves helping, teaching, and parenting children. So if you are involved with children, whether they're your own or a niece or nephew, or you're a teacher, or you have children around you, it feels like you're going to be inspiring children over these next 3 months in whatever way that resonates for you. And I think for some of you, that will be what's going on with this whole communication thing. And I see someone who's writing like a young adult or like a middle grade or a children's book that is really going to help young people and teach them something really fun. And that's just for literally one person, but that message came through, so there you go. But for the others of you, this is just, whatever children come into your awareness over these next 3 months, just know that you have something to teach them and they have something they can learn from you. So don't be afraid to speak up where the children are concerned and maybe have a nice connection with the child. Then here we have the unicorn card, innocence, trust, and honesty. And I think for most of you guys, this is just trusting in yourself, because we have be honest with yourself, honesty, trust. I feel like this is a very self-reflective time. You are going to be putting your energy out with a lot of other people, but you're also going to balance that out by making sure that you're putting the time and effort into your own inner environment and your own outer environment. And whatever intuitive hits you get, maybe you have a premonition in a dream or something, trust that if you feel this is something that's going to happen, or good or bad, whatever, trust your intuition is a big message I'm getting for you guys over these next 3 months. So yeah, I think that's all I'm getting for you guys. So you'll have to let me know below if this resonated. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, let's figure out what you can expect over the next 3 months. Okay, we're just gonna jump right into this and start up here. We have the Forgive Yourself card. So over these next 3 months, you may be undoing some regret or just some resentments that you've been harboring against yourself. And it feels like something that you've either didn't take a chance on, maybe you procrastinated on doing something and you missed out on an opportunity, or you've just really been beating yourself up for not being enough over, the recent past. And this is just calling for you to forgive yourself, because everything has happened exactly as it's supposed to, and everything is going to be okay. You need to forgive yourself or your role in whatever it is, whether it was something that happened recently or way, way back in time, whatever it is. If you can forgive yourself, and of course others, that's the other side of the coin. If you can forgive yourself and others, you can really release a lot of burdens and start healing. Because we can't really move forward in life when we have, I like to call it the backpack full of bricks. We can't really move forward in life if we have this heavy backpack full of resentments and unforgiveness and just hatred in our hearts. We can't really move forward in a good way in life if we're having these backpack full of heavy things we're bringing with us. So this would be a great time to release over these next 3 months, to release some of that pent up self unforgiveness, and just make sure you're forgiving yourself and treating yourself right. Then here we have the Family Harmony card. So over these next 3 months, you're going to be in a harmonious space where your family is concerned. For some of you, this forgiveness card may be having to do with something that happened with you, and because there is a child here, maybe you haven't been spending enough time with your children, or you had a fight with your child. And then for others of you, that could be with a parent, a sibling. I see recent fighting with siblings and just arguments and people getting hurt. And this feels to me like over these next 3 months, that's not going to be the case. There's going to be a lot of happiness in your family dynamics. So that's good. So anything that's happened in the recent or even a long time ago past, it feels like it's being resolved. And then we have a breaking free card. So for some of you, that may be breaking some sort of negative family cycle or ancestral cycle of, it feels like I just see someone who's like, I'm not going to drink anymore. Maybe they have a history of being an alcoholic or using drugs in the family. And you're deciding whether you were kind of going down that road as well and decided to quit, or you just know for sure that's not the life for you and you never started. Either way, it feels like you're breaking free of something. And for some of you, that has to do with family and ancestors. But for others of you, that could be just a regular bad habit, or breaking free from a toxic relationship, breaking free. So whatever it is that's kind of coming to your mind as things that have been going on in the recent past, over these next 3 months, that's what you're going to be breaking free from. So always check in with your intuition. So whatever things are popping up in your mind as we're speaking, that's what this breaking free is talking about. And then we have stay positive, and then we also have here positive energy. So it feels to me like recently you guys have just really been stuck in feeling really heavy and maybe even just negative thoughts looping in your head, and much like I think it was group number 2, kind of this 9 of Swords energy where your mind is just replaying all these negative things. And over these next 3 months, it's just calling you to say, hey, be positive. And it looks like because you have 2 cards, this could go 2 ways. Either you're really going to be bumped up, like just Mr. or Mrs. Positive all these next couple months, or this is just a double reminder, hey, keep in that positive headspace. So whichever one resonates. But it feels to me like this is going to be a very positive time in your life over these next 3 months. And then here we have romance angels are helping you. And so for some of you, this may have to do with you breaking free of old belief systems about your partner, or if you're single, about past partnerships you've had. And some of you may be actually even finding a new partner over these next 3 months if you're single. If you are in a relationship, the romance angels are just helping you enhance that relationship and make it more of a front runner in your lives, because I think it was group number 2? It was group number 2, yes. If things have felt just kind of blah or stagnant in your relationship, this is just saying that the angels are helping you. And if you have any kind of relationship woes, you can always take those to your guides and angels and ask for help in resolving any problems that are going on, or getting you out of any toxic cycles that are happening within the relationship. So just know you can always ask for help and the angels will help you. And then here we have the Power card. I am a radiant, glorious, powerful being. Yes, you are. And I think for a lot of you, you haven't realized how powerful you are. And over these next 3 months, that is going to be something that is going to be huge for you. You're going to really realize, hey, I have a lot more power than I'm giving myself credit for, or that other people give me credit or no credit for. And you're really going to be pushing yourself forward in all these different areas of life. And then here we have the Prioritize card. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. And once I think you guys discover this power over the next 3 months, you're going to just want to do all the things. You're going to want to do this, you're going to want to do that, and that, and that, and that. But this card's just kind of reining it back in a little bit, just saying, hey, okay, whoa, Nelly, let's figure out what's the most important couple of things to focus on, because the more things we're focused on at a time, the less energy goes to all of those things. So if you can pick 2 or 3 things tops that are just your main priorities over these next 3 months, that's really going to help you narrow your focus and really put that power and intention into those areas of life. And I think for many of you, that will have to do with your family, either the family you grew up in, the family you've created with your own children or a spouse, and also romantic relationships, and prioritizing yourself and self-care and making sure you're healing past traumas. Then here we have the Embracing the Future card. I step into the future with an open heart. So over these next 3 months, I just feel like you guys are going to really be taking on this positive energy and just really looking forward to the future and whatever it is you're building. Maybe during these 3 months, and even leading up to that in your recent past or even a long time ago, you've had these big goals or dreams in your life that just didn't feel like they were moving forward. But over these 3 months, something's going to happen to where these things are really moving forward for you. And it's just going to make you so super excited about the future. And I just see for somebody that is a pregnancy, or if you're already pregnant, you know, you're going to be having that baby and you're just really excited to raise the baby. And for one person, it maybe even be 2 babies. So I don't know if there's some twins. If anyone's pregnant with twins, you'll have to let me know below. This just feels very exciting. I don't even know. You know, all the cliches about really being excited about your future, just insert those here, because that's what I'm feeling. It's just a very happy, light, excited energy, and I'm here for it, you guys. I really want to hear what you guys have to say about that. So then here we have the Fiona card. Now that you've asked your angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. And, you know, you have angels are helping you, you have other angels helping you, so you've got a lot of support from the other side with your goals, hopes, dreams, and especially where relationships are concerned, you've got a lot of support. And a lot of times all you need to do is ask for help if you feel like you need help from them. Otherwise, if you know what to do, you can just keep trucking forward, and they're just going to be, kind of your entourage following you. Just they've got your back. So just always remember, if you feel stuck, you can always ask your angels and guides and God and whoever it is you call to for help. Then here we have the Hawthorn card, which is all about balance and the elemental kingdom. So with this prioritized card, it feels to me like you're going to get a better balance in your life. So maybe if you've been working a lot in the recent past, over these next 3 months, you're going to be putting equal parts into work and your relationships and personal life. Or vice versa. If you've been spending too much time just doing your own thing, maybe this is going to balance out where you're putting more effort towards your goals and dreams or your job or your career or whatever. And with this elemental kingdom, it just feels like some of you may be connecting with elemental beings. If you believe in that sort of thing, fairies. I see someone connecting with the sylphs that are like up in the sky, like the sky, the air spirits. And I see somebody, this is so specific, and this is literally for like 1 or 2 people. Somebody's connecting with those sylphs, those air spirits, and helping to kind of break up and disintegrate chemtrails. I don't know, that's just so random and weird, but that's just what's coming through. So, and I think for a lot of you with this elemental kingdom, over these next 3 months, if you're living somewhere where it's coming into spring and summer, you just may want to get out in nature and really put your hands in the dirt and really spend some time in nature. And by doing that, you are appeasing the elemental kingdom and the nature spirits. And it's just a really beautiful thing when, I see someone walking a nice nature trail, and you always bring a bag with you so you can pick up litter on the trail. Like stuff like that. That karma will come around and really benefit your life in many ways that you wouldn't even realize. So yeah, some really weird little things at the end there, but I don't know if they resonated. That's great. If not, you can leave them. But yeah, you'll have to let me know below what you guys thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye.